Dave told me several weeks ago, he said, I like that song sung at my memorial. And everyone to look around and say, where did that come from? That is so Dave Rose. He always wanted us to see and get, don't you see and get the joy, the wonder, the beauty right here among us, with us. Dave spent his life in the church. As a pastor, as a parishioner, he spent his life in the church. The testimony and thanks of our church, and yes, the churches that he served, is in this place. A packed congregation that has come together to say thank you, Dave. Thank you for making the words of the faith real in our lives. Thank you for making this thing called church real for me, real for those I love. And so our congregation thanks you, Dave, present here with, among us now, says thank you, Dave, for making church happen. I know it's not always easy. For to make church happen means you have to get up early. You got to be here before most other people have thought about getting to church. Because you really want to get here to be the first person to greet people at the door when they come in. And so you have been there for us. That very first face that we met, that short man with the white hair and the outstretched hand and a big smile on his face. And yes, though we came with some trepidation and fear, not sure we really wanted to be here sometimes, you made us know we were welcome here. There you've been, calling us on the phone, when no, we haven't been as good as we were supposed to be and showing up to church every single Sunday like you. And there you've been calling us on the phone, tracking us down, keeping track of our kids, asking about them, asking about us. How did you remember all of those details, Dave? And then there you were, calling your pastors, checking in with them, making sure that we were doing our job, and we knew what was going on, important things that were going on in the life of our congregation. And yes, Dave, there you were for the pastors of your church, filling our boxes with articles that once upon a time you clipped out of the New York Times, and now you printed off of your computer about things I didn't understand always, but I knew that you wanted me to know. And there were important things in your heart. There you've been. Each and every Sunday, God, Dave, how did you do it? When you weren't traveling off in France, there you were in the back of our congregation. And did you ever sit down? And somehow in that you reminded us that we really could be here, not just sitting up with our hands folded and being good and nice, but we too could be bobbing around a little as you were there. And pointing out to us things we were supposed to be seeing, people raising their hands, guests that were here, people that you knew that we needed to know were here, making connections. And yeah, there you've been, after church in the narthex. There you've been, gathering seniors together for lunch. There you've been at Superfluity and sharing a joke at CBEC. There you've been with your outstretched hand at the lecture series, at memorials. There you've been again and again, all the time it seems, in the life of our church, making connections, showing God's love, sharing God's joy. To be the church means to build on the gifts of the past and tell the church of the future, here's gifts. God needs you to get out there and do them. And so God, Jesus, Dave, we thank you. We thank you for sharing us those very gifts of faith. For instilling in all of us that, yeah, maybe we too could be someone with an outstretched hand and greeting the stranger in our midst. that yes, Christian education and youth ministry is really important. And planting a call in some of us here, like a call in his granddaughter, Margaret Ibarra. Thank you, Dave, for showing us how to be the church of the future. Thank you, Dave, for being the church. Thank you, Dave, for making the gospel real. A gospel of connection, of boundless and extravagant and joyful, unbelievable love that's summed up by the Apostle Paul in his letter to the church at Rome. What can separate us from the love of God? Neither death nor life, nor angels nor principalities, nor things present nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor depth, nor anything else in all of creation can separate us from the love of God that we have seen in Jesus. Thank you, Dave, for helping to make that gospel real. Real for us. Real for this church. For helping us be a church of Jesus' more extravagant love and joy and welcome. A grateful church. Thanks you, Dave.
Welcome everybody. We're so delighted that you're here with us and sharing in the joy and celebration, the sorrow, the missing Dave, as we just heard from Peter, you've gotten a pretty clear picture of one of our dad's great passions, which was welcoming people, greeting people, and helping people get to know one another.
He summed up my grandpa's formula for getting to know people. It wasn't a formula that he had created necessarily, but we found a formula within it, which was the outstretched hand, handshake, the getting to know the name, but then going beyond that and getting to know something about that person, a hobby, an interest, their career, and then pointing out the person that he or she should meet, because they also had that same career, they also had that same interest. They also had kids that age. And he went that extra mile to do the greeting and then to make sure they were connected and cared for.
So since we don't have that man roaming around at the back of the church, we're going to take this moment for all of us to overcome our shyness and reach out and say hello to the people around you. And just take a few minutes to get acquainted.